So he released the video on the Galaxy Z Fold 5 and the Z Flip 5. Let's talk about it. Now, I'm not going to be watching the video. In this video, I'm just giving my thoughts and opinions after watching his video. And I love how he starts the video off in the most perfect way possible. Showing off the Galaxy Z Fold 4 and saying, this is Z Fold 5. And then going, you probably didn't notice the difference, did you? Now, listen. As he says in this video, yeah, they did settle. They're literally doing, it's pretty much the same phone, the Galaxy Z Fold 5, as the Galaxy Z Fold 4. There's not much difference at all. And the sad part is, for the Z Fold series, there's no water, there's no dust resistance. It's still just IPX8. There was supposed to be there was rumored to be a dust resistant grade, but there isn't one. And even though the hinge is different and it's now flat and flush, it still doesn't have dust resistance. Now, you might say that's not a big deal. It's not a huge deal. It really isn't, in all honesty. But it's just that little detail adds something. Now, one thing he does mention in this video that's actually really cool is that the brightness on the Galaxy Z Fold 5 is better than the Z Fold 4. It gets brighter. So the image looks better. The screen looks better, which, again, right there, that's awesome. There's also more optimized apps now with the Z Fold 5 coming out, which is another huge W for Samsung. The hinge is different, of course, but other than that, nothing. The Z Fold series is pretty much the same phone you had before, so if you're going to upgrade it, you're only upgrading for a different hinge, and of course, the screen brightness levels. The cameras, everything, the same. You're not getting an upgrade, which is so disappointing. And listen, we knew this over the last couple months. You know, Samsung employees themselves came out and said, hey, listen, at the end of the day, this couldn't even be called a Galaxy Z Fold 4S. It's so similar, it could not even be called an S at the end. It's just, now that it's official and it's out there and the phone is released, well, not released, but today's the Unpacked event, but the actual, info is out there. It's just so disappointing. And, we're going to see the same old from Samsung forever, it seems like. Now, here's another point he brought up in this video that I really do like, is that, again, he talked about the brand new Galaxy Z Flip 5. And other than the outside display and the hinge being different, it's pretty much the same exact phone too. Keep in mind that both phones are a little bit thinner though, because of the fact that the hinge is different, so now it does close flushly. So they are technically different, thickness sizes, but other than that, nothing else. And he does bring up a good point on the outside display. And I was kind of hoping Samsung didn't do this with the Galaxy Z Flip 5. But now seeing it right here alive, it really disappoints me, is that how they did it. If you look at this phone right here, and I think he actually does show off the Motorola version. Let me see if he shows it off here. I think he shows off somewhere here. But so the Motorola Flip series, actually it's right there. Let me see. There we go. You see how this looks, where it's like screen to screen. It looks flush. It looks beautiful. It's just, it just looks elegant. Nothing wrong with the Z Flip 5's outside display, but I just don't like how they did that. I wish they would have just copied Motorola when it came to that. Now, the problem with Motorola is that if you look at this, right, this is actually something we found out from Jerry Riggs Everything, who actually, tears down these phones. He does durability tests. Is you see this bezel right here, that black bezel above the screen? If you push too hard on that, it will shatter the whole entire screen. And when I say too hard, I don't mean much pressure at all. If you put even the more than average pressure on that spot, it's going to shatter the whole screen. The reason why is because underneath of that, there's nothing underneath the screen. It is literally just an empty space. We don't know yet if the Galaxy Z Flip 5 has that empty space underneath of it. There is a very similar bezel at the very top here that we see. So hopefully that is not the case, because if it is, then we're going to have yet the same problem we have with Motorola. But again, I just wish they would have kind of copied Motorola in that way. It would have looked so much better and been so much flush. And again, just so many what if they should have done. And it makes me not even want to upgrade to the Z Fold 5 after like watching this video and knowing all the rumors and stuff that we know about this phone already. Of course, the price tag is $17.99. The only difference with the Galaxy Z Flip 5 to the Z Flip 4, other than the things I listed, was that the base storage option for the Z Flip 4 of Z Flip 5 is going to start off with 256 gigabytes instead of 128. So you saw it with more gigabytes for the same price as last year, and the pricing are the same as last year. So it's Samsung's. I don't think they're really going to upgrade this phone until we see true competition in the market. And it's kind of sad to say, but it is what it is. It's going to be the same old until, eventually, I don't know, like eventually an actual company comes forward and gives us something special. But for right now, great video, my man here. I just wish overall wise we got, some actual upgrades. I really did. I mean, the Z Flip 5, I will say the outside display is enough of an upgrade to upgrade, and the hinge being different, at least that's something. Z Fold 5 is pretty much the same exact phone. There's not much difference at all. Yes, like I said before, all the things I listed are different, but it's just sad. It really is just sad. Also, the S Pen is 40% thinner. So that's the plus, I guess. Like, I don't even know at the Impact event, I don't know how they could use a whole event talking about this because, again, like I said before, it's just such little details that updated in this. But tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, guys. Are you be picking up the Z Fold 5 or Z Flip 5? I know I've seen so many people in my comic sections personally, because I cover a lot of these foldable phones, saying that they're not picking up either device. They're just refusing to pick up either one. And honestly, I've seen some people say they're going back to Z Fold 4. Or they're looking for OnePlus that's coming out at the end of next month. And kind of going with that, because that's apparently supposed to be an Oppo Fine End too. So maybe you go with OnePlus, maybe you go with the Google Pixel Fold, which I know some people are still on the fence about that phone, and obviously this phone right here. So the industry is kind of getting crazy, guys, but OnePlus hopefully shakes everything up and we get some actual good phones in here, and we can actually start seeing some innovation when it comes to, the foldable phone industry. But I'll see you guys next one. Peace.